Alright folks, welcome back to No Man's Sky. Last time we got our 125 million space bucks by robbing system freighters in a pirate system. It's really good for a lot of reasons. One, in a pirate system, the sentinels don't come. There's no sheriff in that town, so you can do it pretty much unmolested. You just got to fight off the freighter defenses. And occasionally, like a random smuggler or a pirate will come in, but it's not even associated. That happens anyways in pirate systems. Secondly, you can get great things like frigate modules and frigate fuel from them. And you need the frigate modules to upgrade your freighter so that you can have access to all the building and tech items. Thirdly, the contraband that you get by robbing those ships is worth more than anything else. Like it sells for like 150, 175% sometimes at a legit system. That's how we ended up making 125 million space bucks with one full cargo. Now, I should mention, I live in Michigan. I think I've mentioned it before. Here in Michigan, marijuana is decriminalized. You can just go to the store and buy it. So, in a completely unrelated topic, I forgot to start hitting record before I did things today. So what I did was I checked in all of my frigates that we sent out last time. They brought me a couple $1 million and a bunch of decent crafting materials. I built one of the most important pieces of technology in the freighter that I researched with them frigate modules, the planetary probe. What this does is from your freighter, it scans the entire system and gives you the details of every planet, and then it counts them as explored. So you kind of like, you claim them. It's your system now. You're the only person who can change the names on these things. And it fills all the information out here. That's something we forgot to do, is I forgot to upload all of this stuff. There's probably 1,000 nanites worth of stuff in here. Nope, just 426. Still, don't forget to do that. There's always a handful of nanites waiting there for you to upload all your discoveries. That includes like all the little points that you find, when you turn on one of those 5G towers that you find sitting around on planets that map the region for you. Stuff like that. So we're going here. This is a temperate planet. It doesn't have any sentinels. It doesn't have any storms. Hopefully we can find curious deposits here. I'm really hoping. That's going to be our mission for the day. That, and we got to get that matter beam going, because I need the matter beam that I researched so that we can access our freighter from anywhere. Once you get the matter beam installed, even if your freighter's out of system, you can get in the main inventory. And if the freighter is in system, you can get into all those storage unit inventories as well. You don't need to actually physically go up to them. You can just get them in your inventory menu, like everything else. So we're going to hit up Space Station. First, we're going to take a moment to really appreciate the awesomeness. Because I have never found an S-class pirate freighter naturally ever before. In almost 3,000 hours. I mean, the pirate update hasn't been in the game that long, and I haven't put a lot of effort into it. Like, I haven't spent all day just trying, but to find one on the first try, the first time we go into a pirate system, I mean, that's amazing. This has been one of the luckiest. Oh, you guys, man, can you not park in the street? Yeah, it's amazing for it to be the first pirate freighter you find. I don't even need to mess with the other ones. Like, if you don't want to do a freighter battle, if you're happy with the freighter you got, you don't care about, protecting the innocent and all the rewards and accolades that come with it, you can just fly straight to the space station when you enter a system, and it just negates the freighter battle. But why would you do that? You should probably just play the game since you're playing the game, right? I don't remember if we checked all this stuff or not. I don't know if we've been to the space station yet. I think this is where we sold all of our goods. Yeah, we've already visited here. Alright, so I just needed, what was it, hydraulic something or others? Oh, I can't even look at it. Yeah, it was like hydraulic wiring or whatever those things are called. One of the few items I didn't stockpile already. Right here, magnetic resonators. We're going to buy 10 of those. Put them in the starship. 10 of those. I'm going to buy you some of these. We're going to need them eventually. I'll get some more microprocessors too. It's not like we don't have the money. And I'll get a pile of wiring looms, because you need wiring looms more than anything. Like, it is the most frequently used update component. And we'll buy all this uranium dioxide and ammonia too, because we're going to need those for crafting later, and they're not a bad thing to stockpile. You can recharge your various shields with them rather than using batteries too. Oh, look at that. I like that one. If I were going to fly a hauler, it would definitely be the big family. Alright. I gotta name the freighter too. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. But let's just get to that fancy planet first, and I'll just call on the freighter so it's right there in orbit. You can do our upgrades. Yeah, I also decided, now that we've reached our 100 million space buck goal, I'm gonna use some upgrades that guy gave me in the Anomaly. Like you didn't see that episode. When I was in the Anomaly, somebody gifted me a huge pile of X-Class upgrades for pretty much everything, for my ship, for my weapon, for my suit. And I opted not to use them right away because I wanted to show how to get to 100 million space bucks, you know, vanilla, without a bunch of exploits and glitching and people loading you down with a whole bunch of stuff. Now that is one of the better ways, well, the better ways. It's one of the easiest ways to make a bunch of money in this game, is to just go stand in AFK in the Anomaly for a little while, because people will give you all sorts of stuff. Like, there's a lot of people out there that duplicate a bunch of stuff just to give away at the Anomaly. And there's arguments as to whether or not that ruins your game or not, because I ran out of fuel. When you know whether or not that ruins your game, because like if you're a brand new player, say it's the first time you ever played No Man's Sky, you hit up the Anomaly and somebody loads you up. I don't have any tritium. Wow. Man, that's pretty convenient. We're right here by some asteroids. Anyway, somebody loads you up with a bunch of AI valves and a bunch of upgrades and stuff like that, or like a bunch of tainted metal and to make nanites from. You literally don't have to play the game anymore. Like, you've already got. Whoa. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say that was a powerful blast. I mean, does that ruin your game? I mean, I don't know. It changes your game. It definitely affects your game. And if you're going for a purist run, like we were, it really puts the kibosh on that. I like to duplicate and give away things, like things you can't buy, like suit expansions, and I like to make, nip brownies, or give away rare creature eggs, stuff like that. I don't really like to load somebody up with a whole bunch of money, because all you're doing is cheating them out of the experience of playing the game. That's why, like, with duplication and stuff like that, I have mixed feelings about it, because I do it a lot. But I don't do it until, pretty much in a position where I just want to finish doing what I'm doing now. Like, it'll be late game. I need 2 more frigate modules. I'm not going to go find a pirate system and fly around for 45 minutes to get the last building part of my freighter. But, like, I still like looking for salvage data. I've always looked for Corvette parts. I don't just go into free mode and unlock free everything. That's no fun. The point of the game isn't to own all the things. It's not a, Amazon shopping simulator. These assholes. We'll get out of the asteroid field first. I'd rather be in first person for this. Alright, buddy. Where are you? I'm gonna be sick. Got this big wide monitor for my PC and I'm sitting so close to it, it's like IMAX. Fills my whole field of vision, so my brain thinks I'm actually spinning in circles. So used to playing on the couch. I don't know if I explained it last time we had the dogfight. Oh yeah, that's right. I also forgot to hit record then. What I do, and it's kind of a freaking cracked method. The best way to dogfight, really, is to fly in reverse. If you fly in reverse, and then you get more time to shoot at the guy that's driving right down your throat anyways. Alright, get some more tritium. Call in the old Corvette. Man, I don't know why. Well, I do know why I keep getting these mixed up. I mentioned it earlier. Decriminalization. But we'll get our freighter in here. We'll get the stuff we need built. Pretty sure I got enough just in that little... Yeah, I got plenty. To upgrade... To reload my motor here. Yeah, this looks like Earth. It's got pretty good weather patterns, no sentinels. I think this is like please, RNGesus, let there be curious deposits on this planet. If it's nice, maybe I'll even build an actual base here. We'll move operations to this system, who knows. I usually do like to have my home in the starting system if possible, though. It's just like, you know, more... I don't know, that's where you started, you know? That's your home. Alright, we are here, so we can build this. So that we don't have to be here every time anymore. 3 antimatter. Which we make out of chromatic metal. Oh, we need 5 antimatter? Yeah, well, this is expensive, and it's 10 friggin' wiring looms. See what I'm saying about wiring looms being an expensive habit? Alright. Alrighty. That is done, and I'd like to upgrade my things from the freebies that Generous Player bestowed upon us. Just put them all in and see which ones the best ones are. $193, 100, 229. Alright, this one's junk. 100, 1215, 193, 229. In fact, that's probably going to be the best one, that 229er. Yeah. We go in there. We're getting Ixnade. Probably better to put it right in the middle, I imagine, eh? No, because these are multiplicative. They're better next to each other. Alright, let's see what else we got here. What else we got? What is this? Pulse engine module. Oh man, my ship's all busted up from the space battle. I need cadmium and deuterium to fix this. Oh man. Okay, I can fix my shield module. I didn't even get a maneuverability boost on that one. Is that the only engine booster I got? Launch thrusters, shield module for who? For the exosuit? Here, 33 and 10, 33 and 10. Save some of those other ones for when I have a little more room. What is this for? Scanners. That's what we wanted. Let's see here. This is going to mean more money just scanning things. Okay, so we got just flora, mineral and flora, diddly squat. Those are still our better ones. Yeah, it was kind of junky upgrades. I may have spoke too soon. Oh, we need to build our this thing too, the optical drill. I need solar mirrors, eh? I can't make them yet. Damn, that's the one thing I didn't buy. But we'll put it in. When we get to some solar mirrors, we'll finish it off. So, space beam, suspicious starship shield. That's probably better than the crappy ones that I got, no doubt. 38, and we can get rid of this guy. Hyperdrive, life support. Oh, that's hazard protection. What's that give us? Not much, but it's more than zip. Don't have any life support mods. Plasma launcher, launch thrusters, hyperdrives. Yeah, we'll worry about those later. Alright, so it didn't give us too much of an advantage there. Yes, 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 I know. I'll take care of it. Alright, on to E-Arth here. Where did it go? Where's the planet? How did I miss a whole planet? It's not it, is it? That's it. It got cloudy awful quick. Go to the... Actually, I don't even know which way north is because we're all cockeyed and upside down here in outer space. I'll go to the sunny side, obviously. And if the luck continues on this playthrough as it has, we'll land on top of a curious deposit. Or a big floating island. Jeez. It's raining. So we do get the occasional storm, just not the severe ones. Yeah, so you got 45 G's for a rock now instead of 300, you know, or $300. It did help a little bit. And there should be, yep, there's one of these. This critter, oh, it's way over there. It's 58,000 for a plant. You know, once you get going, once you hit that first 100 mil, it's just like real life. Once you make your fortune, it's a lot easier to make more. But getting that initial one is the hard part. Yep. So I like to multitask. That's while we're doing this, while we're looking for curious deposits, we're also going to be gathering materials. We're going to need salvage data. Wow, way over there on that hill, huh? Always going to need salvage data. Picking up. Oh man, I didn't want to just blow that up. I wanted to put that in my pocket. Hopefully, there's probably a lot of animals on this planet, because I did see water too, so I mean there's going to be land critters, air critters, water critters. Hopefully that doesn't mean there's going to be underground critters though, because those are the ones that are the real pain in the butt to find. Come on, come on, come on, butterflies. Why's your dot? Man, it's not even like attached to the creature. Man, this place is beautiful. Like, this is the most Earth-like that I've found. With these, I can scan these guys, little flowers, yep. Might have to, set up here. Scannable. Let's see what kind of animals we got. Oh, there's a bunch of relics there. This one. 13 creatures. Underwater, underwater, underwater. Underwater. Underground. There's one that's underground. That's going to be the difficult one. These really, I don't even know what purpose these serve. They don't even sell for that much. I don't think there's anything in the missions that you need to have one of those to craft or anything. It's just kind of like a... See? Saying luckiest playthrough ever. The underground animals right here. I just gotta deal with these jerks. I got a good feeling, guys. We found the underground creature in the first cave we accidentally stepped foot in. Means RN Jesus is still blessing me with his divine luck. What were the side ingredients? It's just pure cobalt. Cobalt white hydrogen. It was like platinum, I'd be mining it up. I think we're good on cobalt. Plus, cobalt's one of those things you get a lot of from the frigate missions. Alright, okay, so curious deposits will show up as a diamond with 3 stars in it. If you find a resource that's a diamond, a 3-star resource like that, and it's not curious deposits, then you're done looking. There's only going to be 1 3-star resource per planet, and if it's not curious deposits, then it's not ever going to be. So let's hope. We've been lucky thus far. There's a bit of a method to finding just about anything you want to find in No Man's Sky. I got a buried cache there too. Let's see what we got. Nanites. Not bad. Alright. So everything, all the resources and all the buildings and everything in No Man's Sky are on ley lines. So like if you find one curious deposit, if you stick to like a north-south or east-west ley line, you will find more on that path. If you find the, what do you call it, like the featured plant, or like, you know, the biome-specific plant, like on this planet it's going to be star bulbs, you know, on the hot planet it's selenium, on the ice planet it's frost crystals. If you find some of those, and you just start traveling north-south or east-west, then you will eventually run into those resource deposits. So we just need to find their sweet root star bramble. There we go. They used to not even be able to have east and west. They only had north and south marked on the compass, so it was always north-south, but now you can go both ways. Although I still prefer north-south because it is a proven method. Like, I know for sure I'm going to find them because I found them a dozen times. Like back when I used to have a ship hunting Discord, and we used to post, you know, tips and tricks and stuff like that, back before Hello Games destroyed ship hunting. But I had a picture from space of all of the save points that I had put down at curious deposits, and you could see from the air they were in a straight line right to the horizon, right on the north-south axis. So which way do we want to go here? First, let's find out where we are. We are in kind of the southern hemisphere. It looks like there's more land south, though. Let's use the old camera drone here, because you're not going to find curious deposits in the water. You kind of want to stay on your straight line bearing. You don't want to have to go around the lake. I'm not going to swim that whole ocean. So this way is south. We're going to go south. And we'll just pick up any goodies along the way that are worth picking up. Hopefully we'll get the rest of the animals scanned. I am eventually going to have to go in the water to get the fish scanned, but I'm not that pressed yet. And this can take 10 minutes, or it could take several hours. You never know. I mean, you might find a curious deposit that's like 2 balls, and that's not worth building a farm on. Not worth it. You want to find the biggest deposit you can find, obviously. And it's going to be rough. Thankfully, they're marked on the scanner, because they're pretty much going to look just like these rocks. We'll just go into magic mode here and magically teleport everybody to when something exciting actually happens. So have fun. Found ancient data structure. So we're on the right path. Do I need those? I don't need those. Alright. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, it's sac venom. That's disappointing. If there's sac venom, there's not going to be curious deposits. So we're just basically wasting our time on one of the most beautiful planets I've ever found. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to go down by the shore here, drop a base computer, so we can come back here later. And we'll go to another planet and see about some curious deposits.
Hostile scan detected.
Ooh, we got beetles here. Hell yeah. Alright, see, serendipitous. That works out. It's still streamer luck. Or YouTuber luck, or video maker luck, or whatever you call it. Anybody trying to make the game look easy on the internet there. Alright. We found beetles. Gonna adopt me a beetle. Now another thing, when you're on a heavy sentinel planet like this, where they just get aggroed by your very presence, if you're on an animal, they leave you the hell alone. And you can still scan and search from the back of an animal. So what we need to find, as we fly around on our beetlebug here, we need to find, oh, there's salvage scrap on this planet too. If it wasn't for the sentinels, it'd be a good place to live. Alright, beetlebug, we need to find some plants. So we can start our, or ideally just stumble upon what we're looking for, but you know, idealism is, oh, look at this guy. Idealism is, wouldn't it be neat if thinking, oh man, look at that guy. Oh, I want you in my collection, definitely. Yeah. Before the sentinel catches on. Oh no. How much? How much? 500? It's worth it. Yeah, buddy. A lot of creature pellets. All I can give you is love. Hold on. Before frickin' Sentinel over here gets his frickin' knickers in a twist. Alright, I need my beetlebug. Where's my beetlebug? Sentinel's stressing me out. I don't think I have a weapon installed, so I can't do anything about it. There we go, beetlebug. Yeah, take a nap. We'll use you later. It's a good... whatever you are. Alright. Alright. We are at a beacon. These have a little more significance in the late game. But for now, they claim a larger portion of the, like, you know, they just, like, say you discovered a larger portion of the territory than the normal little, like, beacons that look like the 5G transmitter do. But it also shows you where a minor settlement is. And minor settlements are definitely someplace you're going to want to visit, because they have a weapon case in them that can sometimes have an S-class in it that you can't find at the space station. I mean, they have a sales console where you can sell the crap you've been accumulating running around. If your inventory's getting full, there'll be like a little, whatever the native species is of this, the native race of this system is. It'll be like, I think this is a Gek system. So there'll be a little Gek in there that needs me to help them out with something. And they'll give you a reward if you help them out. Sometimes it's a decent multi-tool. So they're worth checking out. Yeah. All right, so here we are. I'm going to call in the beetle bug. We are going to fly straight south. He's a good boy. All right, north. Just fly straight north with him and scan the horizon. I didn't find diddly dick on this planet. If there is curious deposits here, they're going to be small, wimpy ones. I'm just going to keep looking around until I find some place, and I will holler when something happens. And there won't be any water on the moon either. It should only be like 5 or 6 animals, so it'll be easier to find all the animals. Ooh, donuts. Look at that, right? Metal fingers, damn it. Alright, well, we're going to check a different planet. Still then we'll collect them, though. That's too bad, I really wanted to live here. Alright, well, we'll find another planet. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that either. Not my problem. I don't even have my ship, boys. You're on your own. Just want to find these damn nanites. Okay, we got... So, oh. Curious deposit. Nice. Nice. Now let's go see if we can find 2 nearby. Hoping it's a big, what would you call it? A gaggle? A clutch? A cluster? Where are you? Oh, it's only 3? Man. Alright, so here's what we do. You find one like this. Whether it's a big one or a small one. Drop a save beacon. And then, let's see, straight north from here will be this way. And we'll see if we can't find another cluster that's bigger than this one. Aha! Now let's hope it's a good one. Man, there's predators on this planet too. This is the opposite of what I was hoping to build a farm on. I wanted a nice, lush planet, preferably with no sentinels and no predators. What do we got here? 1? One moldy ball? Alright, well, we're gonna keep going north. Hopefully there's another one nearby. Alright. No, stupid. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, nice. Oh, no, thank God. Alright. So as I was saying before my beetle bug tried to kill me, I found a bunch of curious deposits on this planet, but they were all very small. They're hardly worth mining. I found this one here is it this one or is it the next one? You'll see when I take off, I have them all marked with a save beacon. Yeah, this one here is the best one I've found so far. I think it's 5 or 6 curious deposit balls. Yeah, see, this ain't bad. But ideally you want like, at least 10 or 15. And then see, there's the other one. This one is only 629 U away. So that's definitely good for a farm, for a double farm. And then if you look you could only see one on the map at a time, I guess. But all down the planet, when I take off in the spaceship, you'll be able to see it. I have them all marked, and they're all on this north-south line. If you find one group and just start walking north or south, you will find more. Okay, so let's see, this one, it was 639 away. It doesn't need to be directly in the middle, but it makes life a lot easier. These ones are close enough that 400, they don't have to be exactly in the middle. Ooh, good, I need some of this. I used it all, making, but first I gotta run for my life, I guess. Run away! Yeah, but see, that's what they look like, 3 stars. That, where are we at now? Let's see here. This is 219 away. 410. So right on the edge of this precipice, it's like at the halfway mark. Close enough. Close enough. Alright, so we're gonna throw base computer down. No claims. And we shall name this Nanites. It'll let me. Come on. What the hell's going on here? Why are you tripping out? Oh, it's... Alright, we had a weird crash here. I don't know what happened. Thankfully it saved the base. I did manage to find a planet that had curious deposits on it. They're not very big patches. I'd like to find a better one eventually, but I did find 2 that are within 700 U of each other that I could build the double farm on. And if they're respawning instantly, then I guess it doesn't matter if they're small bunches. So, here we are on this armpit of a friggin' planet. See way down there? There's curious deposits. And then straight north, there's the other batch of curious deposits. We are right in the middle of them. I put a base computer down. But the first thing is first. We gotta go to the anomaly and cash in all of our salvage data to get all the parts we're gonna want to build this base. I'll show you how to make a teleport chain so that you can instantly travel between locations. Although they are far enough away that if you just fly your ship or jetpack between them, they'll respawn at the other end. Like, I think you only have to go 500 U away for them to respawn. Maybe it's more. We'll find out. We'll find out. If that's the case, if you find 2 that are really close together and they're not far enough away to make them respawn, you can just send your teleport bridge out past it and then come back. I'll show you how to do it. It's really easy. It involves the most basic of glitch building. Basically, it just involves free placement to guarantee that you have your parts lined up. So, let's go research all of our stuff here, and then we'll get back down to the planet and start building. Let's see, my base is, we are going to Nanites. So here we are, smack dab in the middle of our nanite fields. There's one down here, and one right up here. So we are going to build a small base right here. And as I've explained before, I like to make things a little bit off the ground so the plants don't grow into them. Alrighty, so we're going to build a prefab here. We want square room and square deep water chamber don't really have any difference between them. I think these ones are watertight, but if you use them on land, it doesn't matter. So we are going to go, are they the same price? Oh no, the underwater ones are cheaper. And they come with windows already. Alright, well we're going to go with the underwater ones then. I have to build it a little further away from the hill here. Wish I knew where the door was going to be exactly. Well, let's hope that's correct. We'll stick one of those under there. And then we'll slap a door on there. Oh, perfect. Alright, cool. So I don't need a ramp or anything. Lined up just right. And then in this place here, what we're going to want to build pretty much is just the teleporters and a bunch of refiners. The refiners don't take any power, but the teleporter and stuff will, so we're going to have to build, I'm just going to build a couple of solar panels. What do I need? Metal plating. Now, when you glitch build, you don't need to have the materials, but I'm trying to be as legit as possible here. Now, solar panels, when you put them, actually, here, I'll show you a trick. If you want them to be a different color, see, you can only get these colors. You can't get the metallic and the brick finish and stuff on them. But if you go to something that you can change all the colors on, like the portable refiner, you go into here, say we want to make it black and gold. Alright, so you make that black and gold. You press triangle or Y or whatever it is to switch you to wire mode. And then go back to the menu. And now that color scheme is saved. We can put that on any item. Watch. Stick a couple up here. See, now that's black and gold. But it'll stay until you change. It'll stay on whatever you're building until you change it. Oh, I don't want to snap to those though. I just want to build. Alright, 3 should be enough. And since those are directly on the shelter, I don't need to run any wires. They'll directly power this thing once the sun comes out. I'm gonna need some batteries. Batteries should have also been pasted over black and gold because I haven't come out of the menu yet. So we'll build a couple of batteries, and these are also, because they're, you know, they're touching the floor, they're part of this building, so they don't need to be hardwired. I think that should be sufficient. And then we can switch to this guy. Alright, perfect. I do not have enough. See, I'm missing metal plating over there. So, in order to glitch place items, what you do is you go into your wire, and your wire is going to show you which way it's going to face and everything like that. And go right where you want your wire, and you want to press the change mode back to the, you know, toggle wire. You want to hit toggle wiring and the button to place the part almost the same time, like a quick roll. Like you want to press the wire button a millisecond before you hit the place button, and it's much easier to do on mouse and keyboard. It's just like you pretty much press Q and left click at the same time. But you can build anything for free that way. See? I don't need the parts, and then I can pick it up and move it. Now there's some items, like we're going to do here when we're doing a nanite farm, you're going to want several refiners, and they only let you build 3 medium refiners per build, so we're going to have to place them. And it gets a little tricky when placing them because it doesn't always line up just right. Let's see here, medium refiner. Yeah, see, I don't have the dihydrogen to make the medium refiner, but I could just do this. Boosh. I believe it's the wide end, like the wire ending. See how you can change the direction of the wire ending? I think the wide end is forward on these. Yes. Turn that guy around. Put him into place. I think 3 will be good enough for now. You know, this is mostly just a proof of concept, if anything. I'm going to eventually find a bigger deposit to build on, a bigger deposit of nanites to build on hopefully a better planet. So let's see, we are, what, 300 U away from this guy? We should be able to build straight to it. Maybe not. See if we can find the edge of the base limit. Okay, I can still build here. Let's find where we can't build no more. Because that's a trick. If you're trying to build further away than the center of your base, then just put down parts. You add another 50 U to how far away you're allowed to build. Holy something. This is why I prefer a nice planet. Alright, so here's our first curious deposit. And for the farm aspect of it, you're just going to want to build a little box around them, because as soon as you shoot them, they're going to roll away. You know, runaway mold. So, let's see here. Start with a stone wall. You could do this, like, there's a million different ways to do this. You can dig a pit, and they'll all roll into the pit, but, you know, after a little while, the game will just fill that pit back in for some reason. I don't know why you can't just alter terrain and have it stick. How close is that? If you build it too close, it'll collide with them and make them delete. Let's see. Yep, nope, that kept it. You can cover this up, like if it's a really gnarly storm planet or you got really bad sentinels, you can build a roof and everything on it so that it's all enclosed and nobody can mess with you. But this is all that's really necessary, just a catcher. Alright. See, and then when you go to harvest them, they'll all roll down in here, and then you just clean them up off the wall. I believe we are far enough away from the other patch that... Where is it? South. Where is that other patch? Should have a star on it. Why can't I see it? It should be right down there. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll be able to see it from the base. So... pick this guy up now. We don't need that no more. Then we are going to need a platform or a building or something to put the teleporter. Because we are going to eventually build a short-range teleport chain to this building. So that you don't even have to run. You can just teleport back and forth and collect nanites as fast as possible. So we'll put that there. Oh, did I research a short-range teleporter, or am I a dummy? I may not have researched the short-range teleporter. Yep, I am a dummy. Alright. No big deal. Gonna run around for 5 minutes off-screen and get a few more salvage data and go research the short-range teleporter. I believe it's 10 salvage data. But what you do is in between here and there, I think the short-range teleporter has a 50 U range on it. So every 50U from your building, you put down, you know, like a stone pad, and you build a short-range teleporter on it. And then you use the, you know, no collision setting to blend another short-range teleporter into that one. And you wire them up so that, you know, one wire goes north and the other wire goes south. And when you hop in, it'll automatically transport you through all of them like a chain all the way to where you're going. Why does this look like it's not level? No, it's because it's me that's not level. Alright, so we're going to go all the way down to this guy. Yeah, what is this? 2, 3? Yeah, this is weak sauce here. If you can find a planet that's got large deposits of, like, you know, 20 apiece, and you build a little short-range teleporter chain between them, man, you can clock like 100, 150 grand in nanites every couple of minutes. Oh yeah, see? I am too far away from the main base. I have to build out here. Let's see what it is. Okay, let's get up here. Yeah, so right here. What is that? 284, so let's see if we can do a little bit. Let's get more trading that. Alright, so we can do here, so that's down. We're down. Let me build a video. It's over here. I went right past it. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing here. I think these curious deposits are coming up so small because there's so many things on the ground on this planet. There's so many little rocks and little plants and stuff like that, that when they spawn, there's no place to put them. That's why they're all jammed up inside plants and stuff. They spawn every time. Having else than around the railing. That's sufficient. And then stop for the teleport chain. Okay, we can do another galaxy. Alright. And that is done. And of course, there's this douchebag over here. You know what? We can run faster than he can chase. Just gonna bust these out. Oh, it doesn't help when my... Oh my god, it's always something. I actually have a weapon now. I did find some upgrades for my weapon. So I can, I don't think I still don't want to fight drones to the end, though. I don't have enough to manage walkers. You can't get a good scope on me. That's funny. All right, that's all set. Now we just need to get some more salvage data to research the teleport chain. Oh, screw you guys. In my house, you can't touch me. Eat it. So what we have for now, I'm just going to put in here and refine. You get 2,000 nanites for a full stack. Ideally, you just jump back and forth, fill your inventory, and then throw it in the refiner while you jump back and forth and fill your inventory again. When I get around to eventually finding a better location than this, I'll throw these in there too. When I find a better patch, I'll build a nicer shack here. You know, this is kind of like, oh, that was quick. This is kind of a really half-assed operation here. I usually organize a little better. There it is. All right, yep, we'll go check. These should be there again. Alright, so you see these all respawned. And if you build a little roof over this, which I might, or even if you duck down like this, I don't think the sentinels can see you. We'll gather all these, and what you're going to want to make sure you do, if you're going to get into serious any kind of farming, is optical drill. You're going to want the optical drill. Like normally it gives you 50% extra resources, but if you put it in a bonus spot, it gives you 88%. So I'm getting, you know, almost double on these now that I would if I was just using a plain old upgraded multi-tool. Oh yeah, while we were running around too, we found a better multi-tool too. This one's got way more slots in it, and it kind of matches our suit. Oh, dig this. Found this guy too. I just need to get into upgrading it. Yeah, exotic. Or experimental, I mean. Class B's not bad either. Usually you find them like, you either find them in S or like C, and they're garbage. But, okay, so there we are. Alright. So, next video we'll finish off the teleport chain and get into some other good stuff. Thanks for watching.